I think the biggest obstacle to our meaningful worship is me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. What do I expect? What do I want? How do I evaluate my experience? The worship service is often judged on the basis of comfort and inspiration or whether or not it's uplifting or helpful to me. But when evaluating the worship service, you may hear people say things like, the music was too loud, the temperature was too hot or too cold, the pastor was too long. All these things center around me and my expectations. One Sunday after I'd preached an especially convicting message on sin and judgment and hell, a man came up to me and scolded me for preaching such a sermon and proceeded to tell me that when he comes to church, he wants to feel good when he leaves. All righty then. I'll pass that along to God. Well, again, I didn't say that. And I wasn't even thinking that. I can't tell you what I was really thinking. Here's one more example of someone with the wrong focus. You see, this is what happens when you've been in the ministry as long as I have. And by the way, it was 50 years ago this year that I was ordained into the ministry. 50 years ago. It's hard to believe. But when you've been preaching as long as I have, you've got a lot of examples for about everything. Well, anyway, I had just finished preaching a sermon about the dangers of the tongue, about being careful, about what you say. And specifically, I was talking about gossip. Well, as people were leaving the sanctuary and shaking my hand, one little old lady, don't you just love little old ladies? One little old lady pulled me down and whispered in my ear, Pastor, that was a great sermon. Dorothy really needed to hear that.